Hey, what's up YouTube, and welcome to another Guild Ball match report. Today I'm playing against Nathan's Hunters with my Midas team. So probably not the best idea to take Midas into a Hunters team. I think Smoke is a little bit better, but I like Midas. I'm gonna play him. It's an uphill battle though, and I'm not feeling too good here, especially since I didn't get any good game plan cards. Got nothing above a 4, which is really depressing. I've got Vitriol kicking off here, and let's have a look at the team. So Nathan's coming in with Theron, Fahad, Vetminx, Cena, Egret, and Hearn. Meanwhile, I'm coming in with my standard Midas, Naja, Vitriol, Crucible, Mercury, and Catalyst. So 11 influence for Nathan's team, but lots and lots of free stuff. So much free stuff. The keys to Hunter's victory, they're going to go for a 1-4 game. Theron controlling so much of the pitch, it's kind of ridiculous. That zone control with the traps and that they lay out. And then, like I was saying, free stuff. 3 Blessing of the Sunfather, free charges, free attacks, free everything. So much free. So many things that are just great economy for them. Meanwhile, I was playing for a 3-0, but I'm actually going to try to fall back to a 2-2. Trying for 2 goals turn 1, no shot's a bad shot, and trying to land Hypnosis on key models. Because against control teams, especially Hunters, where everything they play sort of builds up, and they get better the longer the game goes, because everything they're doing is playing into their plan, you're really going to want to score quick and early. So let's speed up the footage here. You can see Vitriol kicked off to the side of the board, and we're just going to finish up some allocating there. So Nathan's going to start with Vetminx. Vetminx is going to walk up to the ball, kick it back to Theron, bank a point of momentum, put out a trap, and I think he uses Blessing of the Sunfather. I don't quite recall here. Meanwhile, I'm just going to jog up with Ocat. He's going to jog up with Fahad. So here's the deal. Because he knows I'm trying to score early, he's just going to burn activations and set up. And this is totally fine with him. He can play super patient. Meanwhile, I know the longer this game goes, the better his team gets, and I just start melting. So it looks like Midas goes up there, lures both of Crucible and the Sneck. Here comes Theron. Theron's going to control the rest of the turn by putting himself in a force. Then he's going to arrow to the knees, 2 damage snare, and -2/-2 kick on Crucible, and then he's going to pin Crucible. And then I think he does Sunstrike on himself and on Egret there. So, Theron's control is just ridiculous, and he can also do ballista things and give it to 2 people, which is awesome. Meanwhile, I'm figuring out, do I want to go with Mercury? And the answer is no. I want to pull. The goal is done. It's out. It's too late. There's too many activations have happened now, and maybe I should have gone in for a riskier goal earlier, or I should have settled into a different plan. So I'm going to go ahead and use Vitriol, charge into Theron, do nothing on the charge, but I actually get a push dodge after that. And I'm going to pull Theron up the board a little bit with a couple of push dodges. And then I'm going to put 2 players on fire, so I can use those a little bit later in the turn. Here comes Hearn. Hearn is going to miss his tap-in kick to Theron. Then the ball is going to go over to Vitriol. I decide not to snap it. I'm not really sure. I guess because I need the ball to be in play, and even if Theron gets it, there's still a 4% chance of me getting the ball as opposed to a 0% chance if I leave it dead on Vitriol. So he's just going to snap up the ball. I forget. I think he does a Blessing of the Sunfather on Egret. And then I think he throws a Skewered at somebody. I forget who it was. Probably Crucible. Here comes Crucible. Really the only threat on the ball. and she's actually going to do it. She's gonna land great balls on Hearn there, as she is pinned and has to go directly towards Theron. Then she is going to pass towards the snack and miss the pass, because why not? Why not? It's okay though, because it snaps back to Mercury. So that could have been something at least, but it's way too late now. Both of the goal threats have gone this turn. So like I said, it's, now it's just, we get to watch Nathan control the rest of the board. Yay! So anyway, the bear is going to come up to there, make sure he's out of AoE range, so I can't double up with the Mercury explosions. Mercury is going to jog up, drop the ball off to the Sneck. Actually, no, he drops it off to Midas, and he's just going to throw, a little bit of fire there. He's going to throw it on, I believe, Theron and O'Hearn, just to add some more burning to Theron and a couple damage more to both. Here comes Egret. Egret is going to hit with a flurry and Swift Strikes up. That flurry hits Ocat and Midas. And then she tries three of those snap fires, and none of them work. So this is bad dice for Nathan here, for like rare case of super bad dice actually. And then just back to the shadows over there. Meanwhile, Snack is going to go up here. He's going to do an attack on O'Hearn. And manages to miss both of those, so not a whole lot going on there either. I was hoping for a little bit of momentum and a little bit, and some poison, maybe a little bit of damage. Don't get it. So now I'm in really big trouble. I think, no, why did I score the, yeah, I'm in really big trouble because I'm losing the momentum race, and I really don't have any good cards on me. So this is gonna be interesting. Like I said, the longer the game goes, the better the hunters get, because they get to hit, which does momentum, which does snare. Then they get to use that momentum to do Blessing the Sunfather, and there are no slouches to damage, and it's all sort of set up one for each other, and you can just chain those activations, get the most efficiency out of them. My side, I really don't have the kind of ability to single activation burn down anybody. So anyways, so Midas is going to go ahead and go. I actually did win initiative, but I don't think Nathan cares, because it's still... there's still a little too late for me to do a whole lot. So Midas is going to go in. He is going to bounce off of Theron. And we're measuring to see, I've got this little window there between Cena and V-Minx, and I'm going to just bounce around, get into the middle of this. And this is kind of a cool play. And so I'm just going to try to score a little bit of momentum. I'm not really sure why it's taken me so long to figure this all out. But I go ahead and I'll kick a goal there right in between, putting me up 4-0 right now. Nathan's going to throw that ball off to the side of the board. Try to kill it for now. And he is now going to go in. So he's got a bear. A bear can do a lot of things with a couple of influence on him. He's trying to figure out, hey, I believe he still has a snared target there in Crucible. So he's going to get into Crucible and Vitriol. I think he's trying to land a mauling, but instead he's just going to go ahead and wipe Crucible off the board really, really quickly. scoring 2 points for that. So now the rest of my turn is kind of bad because the ball is way out there and I don't have, with Crucible off the board, that was really the only threat to get to the ball on that side of the board. And Nathan knows that. So really well played taking her out as quickly as possible. I'm going to go with the Snick. And I don't land anything again. Bad. Wait. Looks like, yeah, fairly bad day for a Snick. Not good days for Snick is what I'm saying. Not good times. Meanwhile, V-Minx is going to go in there. And she is going to do some attacks on the Snick. Just do a couple of a dodge or two, gain a little bit of momentum. I believe she is going to put up another trap and put up a trap there in front of OCAT, and then and I don't remember who she does Blessing of the Sunfather on. I believe it's O'Hearn. So much, yeah, because it's just, you do an activation, somebody gets free stuff. You do another activation, somebody gets free stuff. Anyways, now this looks like this is, I believe, Theron into Vitriol. So really, you can see, just going to control OCAT and give him really no good option. So he's behind a forest, he's in front of a trap, and then he's just going to go ahead to proceed to delete Vitriol with Theron. And then he is going to do pinned on Mario. Meanwhile, OCAT is just going to eat the trap, go into the 5-1, go into the 5-1 Vet-Minx, fail to knock her down, and then Vet-Minx is just going to dodge out. Woo! So really nothing, just all bad happening from here. Here comes Fahad into Mercury. She'll do a little bit of damage to Mercury, especially a snared Mercury. It's going to do quite a bit of damage to Mercury. Okay, Mercury is just going to go ahead and throw another Explosion bombs over there, do a little bit more damage to Theron and Cena. And then here comes O'Hearn. O'Hearn is going to do an attack on OCAT, do some damage to OCAT, then throw a Skewered over there to Mercury. And this looks like now he's got Egret coming in on a charge with a ton of dice. You can see it wraps twice, does a bunch of damage and a bunch of dodges, and then is going to also do a little more damage to Mercury, killing Mercury, and then sliding off the board. So half my team is melted, and it's, again, this is bad. I'm not really sure with that initial kill. The rest of the turn could have gone a little bit better for me, but again, just Nathan being able to control so much of the board with Theron there. He sees the initiative, and with this game kind of going downhill, I'm going to dodge Midas towards that dead ball, which is sort of dead until Fahad comes in and takes it. So even just allowing Fahad to die was really smart, because now he can unkill the ball. He takes a bad dodge there with O'Hearn. I think it was a mercy dodge, because, I mean, at this point, he's got so much control of both the tempo, the activation control, and the rest of the game. It's like, yeah, why not? He could have sent the bear back there to go harass Midas, but we'll see that in a few anyway. I bring the other half of my team onto that side of the board. I'm not really sure why. I think maybe just so I can try to score a takeout or two, maybe get that second goal. So it looks like V-Minx makes very quick work out of OCAT, takes OCAT off the board, puts a trap right in front of Vitriol. Because traps and free things. Woo! Meanwhile, Crucible comes in on the other side of the board. is going to actually snag that ball from Fahad, which is cool, and then kick it, and it's going to scatter over to Midas. So a little bit of luck coming my way, but it's very short-lived. Actually, it's not, because Cena is going to go in there, knock down Midas, and then the ball scatters behind the goal line, which is super bad for Nathan, but he's still going to put some hurt in on Midas. So now Nathan's got to go the rest of this turn without any momentum generation, which is interesting. And so here comes the Sneck. Sneck is going to go in on O'Hearn, put a little hypnosis down, and then O'Hearn is going to put singled out on the Sneck. And the Sneck is going to gain a little momentum. So Sneck contributing a little too little too late, though. Here comes Egret. Oh, looks like I put hypnosis on Egret, which is awesome. O'Hearn is just going to go in and do a little choppy chop on the Sneck. Trying to figure out where to put this trap to be the most annoying again. So he's going to go into Vitriol again, causing problems for Vitriol. And then it's going to do more damage to Vitriol. I think he leaves Vitriol on 1. So if Vitriol so much as does anything, she'll die because of trap. I think he forgets to put his trap down. Yeah, no, he kills Vitriol again. So now I'm really running out of options here. Murky's going to go into a very, very damaged O'Hearn on 3 influence, and almost kill him. I needed 1 spike and a couple of average rolls, and I would have been able to kill him. But no, I think I leave him on a couple of health, and so that's where that is. Okay, we're doing a little health check. It looks like. Here comes Theron. He's gonna put Midas in the middle of a forest, because you get a forest for free. Because you just get that. Why not? And I don't remember what else Theron does. It's, I guess, not a whole lot. Just here, sit in a forest. Then, okay, Midas is going to clear. He is going to acrobatics over to Cena. He'll do a momentous push dodge to get out, and then he'll jog around, and he'll kick in another goal. So, you know, it was okay. It was actually somewhat opportunistic for me to get that goal, which is cool. But now, you know, with the game heavily in Nathan's favor, he's just going to put the ball back in play. And he is going to charge Crucible on the other side of the board there with Fahad and gain momentum that he needs for the rest of this turn, because there's really not a whole... I think I'm out of activation. So now it's just up to Egret, we're trying to figure out, okay, what's the best way for Egret to do this without, she's got to disengage from the Sneck. And she's a little bit short there, you can see, trying to disengage from the Sneck and get the ball and score to win the game. What she decides to do, which is really cool, is flurry into Mercury. That kills Hearn, and then he kicks the goal. So that's going to do it for the game. Very interesting game. Very tough to come back. I think I should have come in with a totally different game plan than what I did, but very fun game nonetheless. Want to thank everyone for watching, and we will catch you guys on the next one.